Under Cataclysm Beta, there has recently been some big updates that finally answer some of the questions a lot of you are probably curious about, either about Cataclysm or the pre-patch. So when we log into our characters in the pre-patch, we will instantly receive the 2 new currencies, honor points and justice points. On this character, I have the maximum amount of justice points, which is 4000. And this is because I've prepared this in Wrath of the Lich King by farming emblems of Frost and emblems of Triumph. Each emblem should reward you 11 justice points, so if you can farm around 400 of these, you will also be capped and ready for Cataclysm. I've also farmed 75,000 honor, and in the pre-patch this should be converted into 1298 honor points. This is because honor is going to be strained all the way down to a cap of 4000. What has finally been fixed as well is that we can purchase Breathful PvP gear with honor points. So if you reach level 80 on a fresh character in the pre-patch, or maybe on an upcoming Worgen or Goblin, well then you can use these items in the beginning to catch up. And this is of course also the same case with the Breathful PvP sets, so the shoulders, legs, gloves, headpiece and chest. The amount of experience you'll need to level up your characters has been reduced from level 1 to 80. As you get into Burning Crusade, there's going to be a small change, but once you get into Northern content, it's going to be a lot different, at least starting from level 70 and above. Here's a quick comparison. In Wrath of the Lich King, I currently need 1.5 million worth of experience to level up this Shaman, where in Cataclysm, I'll only need around 600k to level up this Mage. Therefore, the leveling from 70 to 80 will also feel a lot quicker. Back in original Cataclysm, gather professions were granting you a small amount of experience, so you could level up with mining, herbalism and archaeology, but apparently under beta this has still not been fixed. Maybe Blizzard has actually decided not to include this in Cataclysm Classic, simply to prevent bots from leveling up this way. Anyway, onto some great news. You can finally transmog your ranged weapon. In this case I have a gun, but I can also transmog this either into a bow or crossbow. So this is amazing news, especially because in the beginning, when we finally could see the new transmog system, we were not able to transmog our ranged weapons. And for those of you wondering, yes, you can be using your tier 3 mage gear on a warlock or a priest. So if you for example collect a tier 3 warrior, then you can use this on your paladin as well. I also have some amazing news for those of you that like to farm mounts in the game. You no longer need a druid who has completed the druid quest chain to summon this boss in City Halls. No, now you just need to enter this on heroic mode and the mount, or well sorry, the boss will be there immediately. So you can also start farming this and hopefully get your mount. Just remember, it will hit for a lot of damage, so if you're not great geared or you don't have a lot of cooldowns ready, well then you'll most likely end up dying. Another new feature that will be enabled in the pre-patch is going to be HD textures. And this you can download, and the moment you log in, you will most likely see a big difference. This is how it looks like with the new features, and I honestly feel like the city is looking amazing. Here's a comparison on how it looks like in current Wrath of the Lich King, and I honestly don't like it that much. I feel like the other one is just looking so much better, but this is of course just my preference. The daily and weekly quests has finally been fixed, so now we can see the actual justice points. The weekly quest will reward you 138 justice points, and the daily Titan Runeforge 34 justice points, and the normal heroic is going to reward you 23. So if you haven't farmed all justice points as a preparation for Cataclysm, then you still have enough time to do this in the pre-patch. And there's many different preparations you could be doing. Those I've also covered in my preparation guide you can find on my channel. The random dungeon finder has also been updated with the new currency. A normal dungeon can be done and grant you 23 justice points, but instead of being able to spam this reward, then it seems like there's now a cap of 7 rewards every single week. When you sign up to Battleground, you now also have to select a role. I'm unsure if this is to make sure that the matchmaking is also a bit better, so you don't have 10 healers or 10 DPS, but instead a pretty decent setup. Some of you has also been asking me about the Defiler Scourge Stones and if we can farm these in the pre-patch, and it definitely seems like it will be a possibility. And when we combine this together with Wrathful PvP gear now being purchasable for honor, then you can gear up so quickly. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to see more Cataclysm videos and guides in the future, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. This will also help me a lot as a content creator, so I can spend even more time on new videos.